Come on in, y'all. Uh, wait, where's my thing? There's my thing. And there's fireworks. Welcome to Nerds with Dice for our 7th episode of Fantastic Realms, a system hopping series starting in the Tales of the Valiant system. We have our safety tools here at the table, but it's important to know that this game does have horror elements and may not be suitable for all audiences. If at any point during the stream you become uncomfortable or find the topics discussed to be too much, please take care of yourself. We'll be here when you get back. This particular game has the following content that some might consider disturbing: violence, body horror, cosmic horror, and drowning. I am Synthetic, the primary collaborator and GM of the series. Let's go around in overlay order and have our players introduce themselves, their characters, the pronouns of them and their characters. Starting with Spider.
Hello, everyone. I am Spider. I use he, him pronouns, and I will be playing Tyrus, who uses he, they pronouns. And I will turn it over to Rose Blossom.
Oh, dang. Okay. Well, hello. I'm Rose Blossom, or Rose for short. I use any pronouns. And I am playing Shasta, who uses she, her pronouns. And I'm going to toss that over to Matt.
Thank you, Rose Blossom. My name is Matt, he, him pronouns. I'm playing Yoon Fei, he, they pronouns, who has been taught a little bit of illusion magic. I'm very pumped. And I'll pass it over to Chanel-Lise.
Hi, I'm Chanel Leeds, and I'm also pumped. I use she, her, they, them, and he, him pronouns, and tonight I will be playing Q, who uses she, her pronouns.
And that brings it back to me. Before we get into things, let's take a step back from where we were in last episode. You all have been planning about a month from when you had left Queensgate to meet up. We didn't have many of the details of that because, time rushed. But what would those details have been? You can discuss them now.
Well, I think we would have just tried to agree on a location that we would all meet up, because we know that we kind of all had different things that we ended up doing. And so after a period of time, will we say we would want to meet up back at Queensgate?
Could always meet back at Queensgate. There's Bramblewood. It would have been, you would have found out pretty soon after Queensgate fell that Bramblewood would have been the location of the Cozy Turtle.
Yeah.
But it's up to you all. Where feels right?
Maybe the Cozy Turtle, since that's where we started off.
That's where it all began.
Okay.
Good to me.
Then, having that settled, we will go to Q. It has been a couple of weeks since the fall of Queensgate. What has Q been getting up to?
I think Q would immediately have fallen into disaster recovery mode. She would have been keeping tabs on her parents as much as she could. And then at some point, I think she would have remembered, not just my job, but my job, I work at an archive. What is the state of the artifacts? What's the state of everything that I do has to do with the preservation of historical items. Have they been preserved? And so I think at first it's a little bit haphazard, a little bit more like playing it by ear, but eventually she would get back into a rhythm of work, but the work would now be um assessing the damage to the archive itself and figuring out how to recover or repair anything that could be salvaged, like that kind of thing. I think her biggest concern is the very few orcish artifacts that would be at the in the archive because uh by the letter of the source book, orcs just kind of that there's not really a mainstream recorded history for orcs. The mainstream idea is that they showed up a couple hundred years ago. So there's not a lot in that archive that relates directly to her. So what there is in there, that's what she's most emotionally attached to, as much as she likes to try to remain as professional as possible. So I think she would have beelined for, did the orc, whatever, like alcove or whatever section of the archive, the museum, however that's set up, did that survive? Is it salvageable?
Okay. Why don't you roll a straight d20, flat d20, for luck?
That's a 6.
Okay. So there is some damage, but there's damage to pretty much everything.
Mm,
Uh, just to let you a bit behind the scenes, there was like a 25% chance that it would have been pristine, a 50% chance that it would have been damaged, and a 25% chance it would have been lost.
mm.
You were one away from it being lost.
Oh, these goddamn Maria dice love a story, don't they? Jesus.
So
Okay.
there is some damage. Some of the artifacts would have more damage than others. Some would have less. What is one of the artifacts that sustained no damage during the fall?
I think it's bittersweet what it is because it's Q's favorite artifact against her will. It is a just absolutely brutal looking battle axe. And I think against stereotype, she wants to prefer the like dishware or even just like the bassinets, the like softer, more tender artifacts that shine a light on less attended to features of orc culture. But the artifact that she loves the most, that she doesn't want to admit that she loves the most, is that absolutely lethal looking great, not a battle axe, a great axe. And it is like that painting, was it this flag was still there or what, however it goes. I'm Canadian, I don't know, but that's what that's what that axe is doing.
Um, yeah, the axe is there, and I would say the reason possibly that it has no uh, markings on it is it has some latent magic, something that hasn't been kind of brought forward. Like nobody's been able to identify what the source is or what it does. But there are some things that are magical, but they don't reveal themselves until the right moment. Now, in this moment, I do want to retcon something. When you opened your puzzle box, when you were dead, what you found was not another box. That was my mistake. You found a jeweled skull. It has a variety of different types of jewels on it. And the eyes, one is ruby and the other is sapphire. And there's different patterns over this skull. It's about the size of a fist. And you can tell that it's not bone. But you can't tell what it was made out of.
I think it's in her size of a fist. I think it's in her pocket. She's not wearing the duster anymore. She threw it off at the was it a temple? Where we left the cleric. That's when she threw her jacket off. She didn't pick it back up. Whatever else she's wearing now, I mean, she's probably got a lot of jackets. She loves clothes. She's sort of I think when she finds herself looking at the great axe, she's rubbing her thumb over the facets of the jewels in the skull. I think her index finger is just pondering the material of the skull, like, "The hell is that?" Um, I think she's not looking at the axe because it's damaged, she's looking at the axe because no one else is looking at the axe because, oh my gosh, the more fragile, the more precious the elfin artifacts and the this and the that and the other. She feels like somebody needs to be looking at the axe, and she'll keep looking at it until something else draws her attention.
A beautiful piece.
Ah, good afternoon. Yeah, it's pretty tough,
You
hey?
you look up and this being is a little bit shorter than you, just at like around 6 foot. And they have gray skin,
Mm.
looks eerily for a second like you're reminded of rot. But they have 2 arms, 2 legs, no mask there. But what does Q feel in seeing somebody that bears a resemblance to the one who killed her?
I think there's just a quick moment of I think there's a half step towards this person that she kind of will try to quickly make up for it with a much more loose, relaxed second step that she's adjusting and squaring herself to this person to politely speak. But it's this strange, it's very unfamiliar to her. This like muscle memory of like a fight response to something that scares her. It feels foreign, but yet automatic. Like instead of running away from something that killed her, something in her just is drawn to it as though she can prevent it from hurting her again, but then forces herself to relax, hears the tone of this person's voice, resituates herself in this is a polite conversation.
I was going to roll and try to read your body language and everything, but I realized that this being would not be capable of reading your body language.
Hmm.
Hello. I am the
Hello.
one they call Ajax.
Huh.
What do they call you?
Mm, She ponders for a moment. It's a really oddly worded question, but she slips back into professional mode. Hi, nice to meet you, Ajax. My name is Kadara.
Kadara,
Mhm.
they are calling you something lovely.
Thank you.
I have come to check on some artifacts. I don't know how much you know about your archive, but there were some artifacts of cosmic importance that were stored here.
I am, yes, aware of particular artifacts with such properties. What business do you have with them, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, I work for a kind of archive of its own.
Mhm.
Cataloging. We take note of the dangers that exist in the multiverse. And if they breach containment, we attempt to control the collateral.
Makes sense. Is there anything I could do to assist you in your work, Ajax?
Well, first of all, seeing that the axe is in its proper place it lightens my heart, I believe, is what most beings would say.
Hmm. It's of cosmic significance?
Of course. Or it will be. It's difficult to say. We keep incomplete records so that if the archive is ever breached, no information of consequence is lost.
Hmm. Do you keep a log of every item, or is that incomplete as well?
Everyone of cosmic significance that we have access to. And they look down on where is the skull right now?
I think it'd still be in her pocket, in her hand. She's just kind of fiddling with it in her pocket. Not like a pants pocket, like an outerwear
Yeah.
pocket, something big.
Yeah. I will roll for that. Would you make a sleight of hand roll?
Ooh, I sure can't. Well, Excel, you need to behave. Okay. Sleight of hand. A natural 20 plus 3. Let's go.
Nice.
Sneaky.
Always a success. But on a contested roll, we will see what happens.
Ooh.
Ah. Okay.
Okay.
Ajax looks down. Unfortunately, there is one artifact that has escaped my presence. And you can tell you've heard people speak languages that aren't their first language.
Mm-hmm.
This is somebody that does not speak Common as their first language.
Mm-hmm. Is there maybe I don't know if that's a role or not. I don't know if that's or I don't know what I'm asking. Would there be a chance like I Q wants to see if she can figure out just by like the syntax that's being used, like the fautes amis, like the mistakes that are being made, if she can recognize what from what's more familiar to this person, what language they may have be speaking more commonly.
Good question. It wouldn't be possible.
Ooh. Huh. Does Q know that, or is she just unfamiliar with it? Does it sound so weird that she's like, this is not a language from here?
I would say you can make an intelligence roll or a history roll.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. Let's do his. You said intelligence, right? What is history? History is intelligence. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 1 plus 0.
You have never heard anybody talk like this ever.
Okay.
Must be just a weird person.
But it's consistent. Okay. You there's you say there's an artifact missing from here specifically?
Yes. Undus is what they call my purview. I am the one who tracks artifacts here. There is one that has been disappeared from me. Perhaps you would have encountered it in your work at the archive.
That's not unlikely.
It is roughly this big. It could fit in a fist. It was carved to be called something like a skull.
I think in hearing this, Q's hands are both gonna slip out of her pocket and like keeping the skull in her pocket, and she's going to start and this is like above table, kind of obvious. She's doing the thing where when people are hiding something, they don't realize they're touching their face. So her hand kind of comes up and she goes, "Oh, interesting. And what did she say? Because truthfully, she was expecting to hear a description of the knife. But hearing a description of the thing she's holding in her hand, I think instead she goes, I can't say that I've encountered that in my work here at the archive, actually. That's unfortunate.
I think on this, Ajax would be able to have an insight roll. So go ahead and make a deception roll.
That's the one thing I have the big numbers in. Roll good. 15 plus 7. That's a 22. I built it a lie.
That's a natural 20 for a 30.
Ah! For what?
You have seen it. You are doing what I do. You are protecting it.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to rephrase. What did you say?
You are protecting it. You do not know who I am. I could be anyone saying who my person is, so you are protecting it.
We just met. That's true. Though protecting what exactly?
The skull.
Mm. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, you
That
can
is why
see it
you
on her
did.
face.
That is why you did what people refer to as lying.
I don't. sh- I well, why do you think I would be protecting it? Put
Well, you are an archivist, are you not?
yes.
Preservation is the first rule of archiving. If you do not know what something is, then you must preserve it by any means necessary.
Sure. Yeah. Hmm. And I think for like half a second, she considers the fact that she's just been like rubbing her like oil skin, like on an archival, like a artifact in her pocket, and I think she takes it out of her pocket because she's just so stymied by like not being able to lie her way through something. That's what she does. Um, and goes, what do I need to protect this from?
Well, at this point, there are no expected threats. Merely knowing that it is in the hands of one that I would call a comrade is good enough for me.
Mm. And you're missing nothing else?
I believe you may be missing something. Do you not know we serve the same patron?
Who's that?
Oh, you do not know. I apologize. It is not my place to say. However, if you would like, I can show you some ways that you would be able to increase your inner power.
That sounds like a good plan, considering. And then I think just like cinematically, she just maybe would gesture to what on on a tighter shot would be internal space, like a interior space, and it's just like a wall, and that should be floor, and it's just outside. Like good time to have powers, I suppose.
One of the beams from up connected to the part of the ceiling that's left just like falls and dangles on a splinter before crashing to the ground. Oh, yes. I suppose it would be advantageous.
Mm. Okay.
Do you have things you wish to protect?
She stares at the axe. that is undamaged. I more concepts, I suppose. Eh, I I have people and a job. I'm an archivist. I have things to protect. I have things to protect. I do. Yes.
Of course. Well, what I have to teach you will help you.
Okay. Uh I think just because it feels wrong not to, she's gonna like tilt her head to the side and squint, and she's gonna try to get some insight on this person in front of her. Like, why do you know my brain? Why do you know my pockets? How do you know
Okay.
what's in my hand?
Go ahead and roll insight.
Okay. Oh, 8+3.
At a basic level, it's difficult to read their mannerisms. But you have spoken to someone that reminds you of Ajax, and that someone is Dominius.
Yeah. That's what was starting to piss her off when I think she assumed the sentence was gonna go somewhere else when Ajax said, we keep track of things of cosmic importance, but we don't the incomplete records thing, she felt like it was gonna be a time thing of like, well, we don't keep records of things that don't exist in this timeline yet or something. I think, yeah, to reflect the low roll, she's caught up on being annoyed at Dominius and isn't really reading the person in front of her very clearly. Yeah. All right. You know things I don't. That's new. Let's work together.
Of course, I will be happy to help you increase your inner power.
Thank you.
And they meet with you along the next week or two. It's at the end of the third week when you get called in by your boss. Uh, who is your boss at the archive?
Ooh. Oh. Oh, it has to be an elf. It really must be an elf. There's something about the difference in lifespan and I think he is particularly interested in historical diversity, in how, differing why can't I not get the word? Like humanoid species is a word for that. But different people groups have different lifespans, and history is so different for those of you who are not able to experience spans of time for as long as we do, and very kind of pedantic, supposedly well-meaning, very I somebody who's that? Is that Matt? Said Lego boss, like a very stereotypical elf, very Sylvan, very like long platinum straight hair. Um, yeah, that kind of guy. But in the suit, in business casual, there's no,
Okay.
elven weaponry around him that isn't in a glass case.
Okay. Do you have a name that you would like to use for this person?
Ooh, I don't think I do. I'm interested in hearing what you would come up with. I think any name I'd come up with would be a little too similar to real people that might not be good.
Let's go with Missouri.
Ooh, Missouri. Ooh, where's my notebook?
Mazori.
M-A-Z. Why are you happy about that, Matt?
I spelled it right.
Oh, yay!
Heck yeah, the state of Missouri.
I was thinking that. Missouri.
Which happens to be the state I'm from.
Oh,
Wow.
it's funny.
Do-do-do-do.
This is how
U-R-I.
earworms of things work themselves into your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Secret for GMs out there. Never turn away from people making fun of things that you've named. Lean in.
Yeah.
Anyhow, Missouri is standing at his desk or near his desk, looking out a window that no longer has a pane.
Mm.
I have brought you in to let you know some news.
Mm.
And I would like your input on how to inform the rest of the staff.
Okay.
The decision has been made by the organization to move the remainder of the collection.
The entire collection.
They consider Queensgate to be a ruin.
They're
And
not wrong.
it will take years to rebuild the city. They see what we have left of archivists to be insufficient for how large our collection is.
Did we lose? I'm sorry, I didn't even consider asking. Did everybody on? Did we? Are we still at full staff?
Of those that worked, 5 were lost from our permanent staff and 7 visiting staff. We are at roughly 2/3 of our full capacity. It's all right that you didn't notice. It's not something that we wanted people to notice.
Mm-hmm. Um, the things that my staff, how many members of the restoration wing are still here?
You have nearly all your staff. It was
Nearly.
just 2 visiting that, if you recall, a few weeks ago, I told you that they had left back for Tyrannia. That was a lie.
Oh. Where are they?
You don't want to know that.
Okay. Um, there's a mix of like she looks like she's fighting with something in her mind because she is relieved, yet that is so unfair to go somewhere else and be caught up in some other city's problem and be part of the casualties. She's really struggling with the fact that her people are still here, but people have been lost. Um, Snaps back into get something done. What did you want my opinion on, sir?
First of all, I would ask you to notify your staff under you,
Mm-hmm.
but you are the first one I have brought in to the situation. As of 2 weeks from today, this branch of the archive will be closed.
Okay. Relocated where? Did you say it? I don't. Did I believe you said it? I'm sorry, sir.
Terenia.
Right, right.
And you would know that Terenia within the city-states, it's smaller than Queensgate,
Mm,
but it is more idyllic in the fact that they essentially do not have poverty.
interesting. Suspicious. Hmm. Right. I will get I'll I'll inform my staff. Uh was there anything else that I can help you with?
What do you think is the best way to inform others?
Uh as immediately and forthrightly as possible.
Very well. I want you to know I just found out about the decision today.
I appreciate your promptness in relaying that information.
I just didn't want you to think that I've withheld too much, and I know that.
There's like it's kind of it makes sense for a character. If she had wanted to press, she probably could have figured out. She's pretty intuitive. I don't think that's something she wanted to know,
Mm-hmm.
but now she does. And so she has information to work with, information she has to relay to others. I think she takes this half step back. Her weight's on her heels. She's trying to leave the room.
Oh,
Uh,
one more thing. I apologize for this, but some of our staff will be invited to relocate to Terenia. The archive has determined that too many managers would be detrimental. Your contract is... I'm sorry.
It makes sense. If there's anything else, sir, I should.
No, nothing else.
I think she, unless anything else is said, will kind of politely walk out of the room. I think she follows the path to through the door. The corridor is despite if there's a shortcut around rubble, broken down walls, I think muscle memory will guide her down the worn paths in her mind to find the staff and relay the information.
To be on the edge of brevity, there are some tears, some anger. Not at you, but, at the organization. The archive has always been something constant. And it was considered, if you got a job at the archive, that it was for life. The idea that it would not be is awful. It's during that day when you have your final meeting with Ajax. You've been learning a lot. You have more abilities than you could have imagined. Do you want to say anything to them about your circumstance?
I think it's polite small talk. I know you're are you visiting actually from any other place? I don't know if I actually asked you that.
I am. Where I come from is called the First Library.
Hmm. Is that anywhere near here?
It is quite far. But I have been gifted with the ability to travel long distances in the blink of an eye.
Hmm. I suppose you're not particularly affected by the restructuring of the archive.
I am saddened, I believe is what they say about it.
Thank you. Uh,
I sense confusion from you.
uh, I've not spoken to someone quite like I'm sorry, that's not very polite. But I may I ask what is your first language?
Interesting. I believe it is something that you both know and do not. My first language is binary, a series of ones and zeros, terribly inefficient in spoken language. Thus, we do not speak it to other beings.
She's taking a minute trying to she's leapfrogged over numbers as letters and is now trying to make sense of a alphabet essentially an alphabet with only two what is that you would called? The letter but not a letter that's like the thing, the symbol.
Character.
Character, thank you. It's only two characters. Interesting. And then I think she's just a little too fried to be curious. She goes, "Interesting. Binary. You say I would know it. I can't say I've heard of it before. Uh,
You know how to count.
yes.
Counting is part of binary, except it goes beyond what we normally do.
There's only 0 and 1.
Correct.
Right. Sure.
Open, closed.
Oh. Um, Fascinating. It's a little bit of regret on her face of just like, why did I ask that question? Um, y- uh, uh, t- uh, this training is going very well. I can't tell you enough how grateful I am. But uh, our patron, uh, I would love a little more information about them if you would care to divulge.
Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Hey, so that was, oh, please hold. Please hold. This is important. So that was another one. Uh and I have this now. So that's where this is going. Goodbye. Garbage. Time out.
I apologize, but it's Kudara, right?
Kadara, yes.
Kudara. I'm above table.
Oh, that was
trying
above
to remember
table.
the name. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wouldn't have said it like that if I knew it was above table. Yeah, Kadara.
Kudara, I apologize, but it is not my place. However, I will tell you this. If you keep the skull close, you will eventually meet them.
She takes it out of her pocket and turns it facing Ajax, gestures to the eyes, and just goes, "Which one's open and which one's closed?"
The open is the blue. The red is the closed.
I don't like how intuitive that was, but thank you. I there's something about but you don't know, and getting that answer and going, well, that makes sense. Red would be closed and blue be open, but why does that make sense? She slips it back into her pocket. And I don't think there's any more inquiry, surprisingly. I think she just turns her attention back to whatever activity they're doing in the moment.
It's toward the end, whenever Ajax is getting ready to leave, when they say, "What is going to be next for you, Kudara?"
I suppose. Adventure.
I
She doesn't seem excited
understand.
about it. Hmm.
One day, when your adventures are over, perhaps you would be able to take a job similar to mine. Think about it.
I'll consider it.
You will have much more information to consider it by the more time that passes.
That's good to know.
Good day.
Okay.
And that is the most of what happens of consequence before Q goes to meet the group at the Cozy Turtle.
I think the last thing she does, she really wants to try to. She can't find a horse. I know that's weird. We established that last session. At least she couldn't find a rogue horse in the road. But I think the last thing she does is as she meets at the Cozy Turtle, she's trying to get her wagon, adventure ready, essentially.
Absolutely. And just to make sure we place them in time frame, the more ready and mobile citizens of Queensgate typically went to Bramblewood. Those that needed assistance and also needed protection typically stayed in Blackthorn. Do you think Q's parents would have gone to Blackthorn?
So you're saying more resource people went to Bramblewood and people that needed like community
Oh,
assistance?
no. On the reverse, really. People who had more resources typically went to Blackthorn.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty resourced.
And people who needed like physical protection.
Yeah, they probably went there.
Okay. Very well. Then you go on the appointed day and meet back. Everyone is there at the Cozy Turtle. And Yoon, you actually get a wave as your mentor has been more present in the Cozy Turtle.
Excellent. I'd say Yoon would like start to do a big wave, but then it's like I feel like Benedict ends up being like in the past he seems more like the shadow owner, where other people are usually like, oh, they're the owner, and so Yoon goes for the big wave and then it's like, oh, and then just like casually nods.
Yeah, to the rest of the bar, he's just an old drunken gnome that has been appearing here every day. Okay.
But Yoon would probably go over to where Benedict is, just in case there was any wisdom they wanted to impart.
Oh? Hello?
Hello. How are things going?
It is what it is. There were some difficulties.
Oh, is there anything I can help with?
Nothing so much as that. But if you can deign to help Tyrus, he's going to be doing something very important.
Okay. Yeah. It would be my pleasure. Absolutely.
And of course, by proxy, so will you be.
All right. Okay.
I don't want you to panic, but tonight could be the last night that you see me.
What?
I've been told by an old friend that you are close to something great.
But what does that have to do with me not seeing you?
You'll understand soon enough. It's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to fear, nothing to be sad about. It is cause for jubilation. I knew I was right.
Oh, okay. What? And would you know what Benedict likes to drink the most?
Oh, yeah. Benedict is, without a doubt, a wine person. He
Okay.
always has a full glass. And there are, for reference, for what they call small folk, they do have glasses that are their size. Benedict does not use one.
Wow. Okay. So then in that case, Yoon is gonna in anticipation of this being perhaps their last meeting, he's gonna order the if there's a expensive wine that Yoon can also afford, that he's gonna buy a bottle for celebration.
Okay. Then probably the most expensive one that you could afford outright would be the Cozy Reserve. It is a wine that is bottled specifically by Benedict. And it uses grapes that are harvested in the Feywild or the Faerun. Sorry. Yeah. Fey Step. God, forgetting my own lore. Fey Step.
Hmm. One
It would
bottle of
be,
reserve.
I see. Very well. I will accept the gift. That is 200 silver.
Great.
And that's the friend's discounted rate.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Please, take a glass to your friends.
Wait, is he charging Yoon to give him his own wine?
Technically, Sam is the one that's charging you.
Oh,
And in the spirit of it being a gift, Benedict is like, I'm not going to stop this.
Great. I'll give 40 silver to Sam as a tip.
I hope it's not the last I see of you, but if it is, I just want you to know I'm proud of you.
And Yoon, like, his eyes are gonna start to well up, and he'll say, I'm sorry. I think this wine is really strong. It's getting in my eyes. Everything okay. Thank you. I hope I see you again too.
Of course.
Yoon will enjoy a drink with Benedict and take a few glasses over to the meeting spot.
How many glasses do you take over?
I'd say he would expect everyone,
Mhm.
and so it would be 6 glasses
Because of Orion?
for Orion. I was thinking Liliana.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Sorry. My bad for assuming. But fair. Okay. So Q arrives, and I will leave the scene to you all.
Q! I'd like to think that Shasta, at least if you guys are alright with it, Shasta immediately clocks that Q is here, and she gives her a big wave. Come over, come on.
Hi. How are you?
Great. How about you? It's been too long. Come on, sit.
She pulls up a chair, sits down. It has been a while.
So, you been up to anything?
Work.
All right.
How about you?
Oh, a ton, right, guys? Because everyone's here, right?
Yeah. Well,
Right, guys?
not everyone.
Wait. Oh, so
Hmm.
wait. Oh, wait.
Aka's missing.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. Anyway. Right, guys?
Yeah, we experienced some things.
Huh? What's that mean?
I broke my arm.
On purpose.
You okay? Oh, okay. Why?
Yeah, don't worry. This was a while ago. I long healed. But yeah, intentionally to save us, right? Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Absolutely, it was a crucial part in saving our lives.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were investigating a missing persons case, and we found ourselves in a museum of sorts. And we were trapped for a bit. So it was a pretty rough situation, but we ended up making it out.
Which museum?
It's like a
It's probably not something that you may have heard of. I don't think that too many people go there. And if they do, they don't really tell about it.
I think there was something Miriam or near Miriam, that was it. That was it.
You've
Ooh,
100% heard of Madame Nerium. You have heard of her because her candle that kept her contained was at the archive.
Keyword was, I suppose.
You're were you at a wax museum? That's something would she be able to guess that far?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we were
Oh.
at Madame Nerium's House of Wax.
It's pretty awesome
fun.
work. Like, you could tell she
Oh.
was dedicated with a capital D.
Yeah.
Sure.
Q, you're good at remembering things, right?
I suppose. I mean, well, and then I think she pats her pockets and realizes she forgot her commonplace book that she uses to remember things with somewhere.
Oh snap. Yoon is gonna, if I may, Sin, use minor illusion to create the 4 sounds for Q. The thread of a needle, the crack of a bone, the crackle of a fire, and the brush of a tome. And then, like, after making those noises, remember that.
Would love to not. Don't think I could. What was that cracking noise? That was gross.
That's,
That
was
was
that?
That was
bone.
Was that your
Shasta's arm.
arm?
that-
Okay.
It hurt a lot,
Yeah.
but I survived. We all did.
Okay.
yeah, because
Thanks
of
to me.
Mm.
So I hope you all remember that. Don't ever say I don't do anything for you guys.
We would never say that, Shasta. You helped us and saved us a lot.
Aw, I was just joking. I know.
I think Q lifts her glass and goes to Shasta, then
To
knocks
Shasta.
that
To
arrows in
Shasta.
it.
To
Are
me.
all of you partaking of the wine?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, sorry to
Especially
me,
when
really made me
wine
laugh.
saved for life.
Do what?
Oh. Huh? Oh, Shasta said to me, and I love that.
Okay. So if everyone is drinking of the wine, I'm going to go around and I'm going to ask you each a question. It's going to be the same question. Tyrus, what is your happiest memory?
Tyrus's happiest memory is when he was promoted to captain, being the youngest to ever do it, and going home to tell his family about his promotion.
Okay. You are filled with the same feeling of that point in your life. Yoon, what is your happiest memory?
I think it was when he thought that he and his family were done for, and then lo and behold, a short hero comes in and saves the day, saving all of us from the brink of despair.
Fantastic. How about Shasta?
Her her happiest memory, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. I think she's on a road at night and she just looks up. It's her looking up at the sky and seeing all the stars for what feels like the first time.
Nice. And lastly, Q. What is Q's happiest memory?
Q's happiest memory is a childhood memory. The first time she met another orc who enjoyed quieter tasks or publicly enjoyed quieter tasks, like someone who had centered their identity on like study or craft or something outside of warfare. Um, I think that was also the moment she realized her life trajectory could be something other than like physical labor or warfare or combat, rather.
I love that. And out of curiosity, Yoon, you said you gave a glass to Liliana or put it in front of her.
Yeah.
Do you stop her from partaking?
I would say it's up to her. If she wants to try some, she can try some. Just like a little laugh, but I don't think she'd be super into it.
She does get up on the table, take a sniff, and licks at it once, twice, 3 times. And she looks up. That's some good shit.
Q is
And-
looking in her own cup.
How much did I drink?
What?
Well, that was a little odd.
What?
Mm.
What are you looking at?
So I'm not the only one who's hearing this. Yoon, has Liliana ever spoken to you before?
Yeah, all the time, but usually I don't know what she's saying.
Has she ever spoken common to you before?
No.
Mm.
Oh,
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, y'all can understand me now.
Yes.
It's about fucking
Oh.
time.
We're sorry.
And she walks up to Yoon and is like, "You are just the best. I want you to know that."
I appreciate that. You're the best.
And, you know, you keep some weird people around, but they seem okay.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
I think does Q have Q has a little bottle on her. I think that's just something that happens every time we're in this tavern. Q is finding a little random bottle in her pocket and it's like, okay, I'm taking a sample of this wine. Because what the fuck? Why does this place have weird juices all the time? Always weird juices in this place.
That is true. Every time we come here, there's something strange that happens.
You got that right. I mean, this wasn't so bad.
Why don't anyone who has proficiency roll Arcana?
I have that.
I do not.
Me neither. Wait, you're a magic user. Why is that?
Yeah, I took the other
He's a magic doer, not a magic understander. Why are we rolling 8s today? 8 plus 2.
I got a 9.
Okay. So, Q, you're pretty sure that this is both magical and connected to the wine. Whatever it is, you have no clue. But for whatever reason, drinking this wine has let a cat talk.
Is it because we drink the wine, or is it because the cat drank the wine? That's to be seen, I suppose.
Q, before you left Queensgate, you didn't happen to see or hear from Akka, did you?
I didn't know. I'm sorry. Did she say anything to any of you?
No, we haven't been able to reach her.
I hope wherever she is, she's all right. It's been so long. But
She was
I
at the
shouldn't be
museum
thinking
with
like
you?
that. Sorry?
What, she wasn't at the museum with you?
No.
Oh, no.
No. We haven't seen her since we left Queensgate the day of the attack.
Okay, that's concerning.
Well, she's a strong woman. I'm sure she can take care of herself. Right, guys? We gotta have faith that wherever she is, she's doing A-okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
And Tyrus, the next time you close your eyes to blink, you get that vision that you got before. A giant eye that moves in and out as if it were breathing.
I didn't watch the last episode.
What?
I didn't watch the last episode. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
So it's just like you were cute.
And after Tyrus kind of sees that in that quick blink of his eyes, he'll like keep his eyes closed to try to see if he can see it again.
You do. It's a longer time. You're almost lost in the image of it. This creature is not just the eye. It's also all sorts of spindly limbs. 1, 2, 3, 20 more. It's difficult to say how many. In fact, why don't you roll an intelligence roll?
All right. Oh, fuck. That is, God, luck won't even help me there. That is a 2.
Okay. On it being a 2, you get so lost and caught in trying to count the limbs. There's more than 50 at least, that you start to get terrified of the enormity of the situation. Go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw.
All right. It's a 10.
Okay. So you went to go looking at this creature. It was more than you could imagine. Q, Shasta, Yoon, you see Tyrus collapse unconscious in his seat. And that is where we will take a break.
Guess Tyrus couldn't handle his drink. Oh, shoot, he's not waking up.
We will be right back with more Fantastic Realms.
Asterix wave, Asterix. All right.
And we're back. And Tyrus hits the ground. What would you all like to do?
Whoa, hey,
Pretty
looks like
close.
Tyrus couldn't handle his drink.
Who would be physically closest?
Yeah, what is our seating arrangement?
Yeah.
Good question.
I
That's
think
up to
Q
you
came
all.
in last, right? So Q
Although
would be
I would
wherever they're gonna
imagine,
compete.
just as a bit of my interpretation of events, that Tyrus would probably have an open seat next to him for Akka.
Ah.
Aww.
Okay, then I think Q is probably sitting across the table, so she would immediately like bolt upwards and try to get around the table and like I think there's like a pause. Like I think she got caught up in the joke of like, haha, you're drunk, and then like, oh shit, are you good? And she rushes over.
I think Yoon immediately tries to cast Healing Word.
Okay.
Oh.
There is no damage. He's at full
I
hit
think,
points,
Oh, sorry.
just unconscious.
I think Shasta also is coming to the realization that, oh, this isn't a joke. Kind of, I think she comes over and starts like, at first gently, shaking him to see what happens. Like, hey, Tyrus, wakey wakey. Not eggs and bakey, alcohol.
Whenever you start jostling him, Tyrus does finally come awake.
Hey, welcome to the land of the living. Not that you were dead, but I mean, what is sleep but not like some kind of like version of death? But
Are
anyway.
you okay, Tyrus? It's the to death talk that makes Q just like, okay, are you? How you okay? You good?
I think so.
Okay.
What happened?
What happened?
I saw some type of creature. Just it was an eye and just a bunch of like tentacles extending from it, and it was so many.
One retcon, they were limbs, they were hands.
Oh, okay. That was they were hands.
Wow, that's worse.
Okay.
I'm sorry for not being clear with my body horror.
Not yucky enough.
It's so strange. And I try to sit myself up on the floor.
I think Shasta would like be supporting him by the shoulders. Hey, it's all right now. You're here. I don't know what you saw, but I suppose it can't hurt you from here, right?
I'm not so sure.
Oh,
Does this have anything to do with the museum you went to?
I don't believe so. I saw a quick glimpse of it, or what I believe was it, before we went to the museum, but I I don't think that they're connected.
did he above table? Did he ever say anything about seeing something weird?
Mm.
I didn't.
Oh, really? Why didn't you say something?
It was we were leaving late at night, and it was just a quick flash of something when I blinked my eyes, and I just thought it was because I was still a little tired before we rode out, so I didn't think it was anything of note.
Hmm.
I'm glad you're all right, Tyrus. I think she's gonna like step back and start moving back to her seat, leaving like Shasta to sit or be next to him.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, me too.
All right, let's get you up and into a seat.
Yeah.
And the
Don't-
rest of the night goes similarly to that. It starts out with merriment and, catching up. And then Akka doesn't show. And it gets deeper and deeper into the night. Her glass is still full. What do you want to do?
Hey, we sure we don't got any way of like communicating with her?
Are we all still like psychically linked to each other? Or has
Not
that like
anymore.
faded off?
That faded after about an hour after you left Queen's Gate.
Okay.
Well, no, it faded before you left Queen's Gate, after the battle that you had.
Okay.
Q definitely tried to like almost force a connection, see if she could remember, like try to find a desire path somewhere, trying to connect, but nothing.
Why don't you roll Arcana?
Ooh, I was hoping you would make me roll something. What's that? Is that a +2? Yeah, 15 +2.
Okay. How much magical energy are you willing to burn?
Ooh, at this point, there's two things that are really motivating Q right now. She is concerned for Akka, and she loves pushing her own limits, especially when it comes to magical stuff. So she's willing to overclock for this.
Okay. So are you pushing to burn one spell slot? Both spell slots?
Being that it's evening and just like circadian wise, she's probably expecting to go to bed. I think she's willing to like burn every slot she has, and that's 3 actually. I think
Okay.
she would go for 3 first level spell slots. Yeah.
Then you're able to close your eyes. You can't get in touch with Akka, but you do see the creature that Tyrus was talking about. And because you got an arcane connection, you can count the hands. There are 100 of them, with a breathing eye in the center.
What color is the eye?
Red. And I'm talking about the sclera? Is that the right
The
word?
iris is sclera. The sclera is the white part.
The white part is white. The iris is red.
I think okay, Q will try to like pull back from this,
You
and
do?
almost involuntarily would say closed. And she like tries to push back away from it.
And we see you react like that, and it's just, wait, what happened?
I saw an eye. What kind of eye did you see? It had hands.
Yeah, it was large, like it was breathing.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a little weird.
100 hands.
100.
Yeah. What color was it? The one you saw?
What I've
Same
seen
as
is
what?
red.
Yeah.
It was red.
Red. Okay.
Well, considering we've had our fair share of interactions with beings we don't necessarily understand and who can do weird stuff, you don't suppose this eye with 100 hands is watching us right now? Somehow? Space and time?
You know,
If you can see it, it can see you. That's usually how it goes.
On the flip
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
Q, you note it was not close to here.
It wasn't
It
close
looked like
to
it was
here?
in a dark void with kind of orbiting pieces of stone and earth
Mm.
around it. Roll Arcana for me,
Okay.
and you have
Why am I?
advantage.
I don't know. I was muting. You want to hear the clink clonks. Advantage! What am I rolling with it? I'm going to roll 2 metal die together. Yeehaw. 13 plus 2 for 15.
Okay. You don't know much about the planes, but there's one plane that you recognize on sight from textbooks because it's in the do not enter part of what you learn about Arcana. It was the beneath.
I think it wasn't in the realm we're in. I don't. Above table, was it looking at Q when she was looking at it?
No, it was kind of
Uh,
an offside. I mean, as much as any eye, the iris was not pointed at you.
I don't think it saw me.
Tyrus and Q both roll insight.
oh, okay.
What's that? Plus what?
Jesus.
That's a 13 plus 3 for 16.
I got a 7.
Ah.
Tyrus, you couldn't gather much. I mean, it was brief and, you weren't exactly in control of the vision. Q, you had a better look. The creature did not care that you were present.
Rude. That's interesting because Tyrus saw it against their will. Q saw it intentionally. She doesn't know what Tyrus saw, but strange that that's happening. The vision is being pulled versus pushed upon us or something like that. But she relates the information. Yeah, it was I didn't see what it was looking at, but it wasn't looking at me.
Oh, I guess there's some relief in that.
Yeah.
You think I could see it? And Shasta's immediately gonna try and see it. Like
Q is grinning. She's
she's
immediately
just
grinning as she
not
watches.
sure how it works, but like she's just gonna focus
Just
really
close your
hard
eyes
on
and
this.
wish.
Shasta,
Decide.
roll intelligence.
Oh gosh. Oh, okay. All right. I thought that was my wisdom. It's not. I mean, it's not that much better, but it's not negative. It's D20, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6.
You focus in deeply. Close your eyes. Try to see what Q saw. And suddenly you get indigestion.
Not a headache. Indigestion.
Ugh.
Oh, what happened?
I didn't see
Okay.
anything, but I felt something.
Is it attacking you?
No. It's not attacking me. My body is.
Uh,
Wine
Give it a
is
try.
very acidic.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should lay it. Maybe I'm the one that can't handle my drink.
Uh,
And Q, you said it was from another realm, or it seemed to be from another realm.
yeah. It looked like it was in the beneath.
The beneath. What's that? Shasta says while like rubbing her stomach.
As a reminder, the beneath is where the gods before gods come from.
Mm.
Oh, I was just assuming that Shasta.
Oh no,
wouldn't
I was
really-
reminding Chanel in case Chanel wanted Q to say something about it.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay. I think she does. She gives a little like it's a little too easy the way she relates the information. She almost goes a little bit glassy-eyed, like she's very obviously relaying something she had to study for an exam. Or maybe not because it was in the forbidden. I guess she's given the like not forbidden information. That would be on an exam. The why you don't look into it kind of situation. I guess for like lack of a better analogy, everything that you could find in a Bible about hell, if that makes sense.
Would you like me to relay that?
Yeah, would love that actually.
Okay. There are 3 prime planes. The plane that you exist on is called Dragon's Run. Then there are 2 planes directly connected to it, tangentially, if you will. Demon's Reach and the Phase Step. However, there is another plane, kind of parallel to those 3. And anytime you use magic or do something with magical energy, there's a potential. In game terms, you could always hit higher on the die, right? If you hit the highest the die could, like a D10, you hit 10 on Eldritch Blast, you have used all of the magical potential. However, if you hit a 1, 90% of that magical potential has to go somewhere. It drains and drips down into the beneath.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, this world of ours is quite the scary place, right, guys? Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What would Q have? She knows the names of like what was the group called? It was the 6 of them. The one who tastes only hunger, or somewhere in my notes. And I think even like in fiction, not just above table, Q would have a hard time remembering the details of what she learned about the gods before gods simply just from like exhaustion, emotional and like literally just honestly mostly emotional exhaustion. Um, she's trying to put like an eye to a name. Would that eye with 100 hands feel like it belonged to one of the names that she was given?
No.
Mm, great, a new thing to fear.
And there are all kinds of creatures in the beneath. There are creatures that are just the same as mortals. There are mortals that live there,
Hmm.
but they are created by the beneath.
Different denizens.
Yeah. So just because something is from there doesn't mean directly that it's a threat. It's just more likely. After all, when you have all the magical runoff of 3 planes falling into you, creates a pretty weird soup.
Mm-hmm.
It's at this point when someone comes up and asks, I know this might be a bad time, but could I take a seat? It is Dominius.
Oh, hey, Dominius. Of course. Come on, sit.
And rather than take the chair reserved for Akka, he will pull up another chair as if recognizing the solemnity of the moment. You all have grown quite a bit since the last time we met.
We've had to deal with quite a bit.
Yep. I broke my arm.
That is fair. I apologize, as I always do, that I was unable to warn you.
You warned us.
I meant about Madame Narium specifically.
Oh. Well, I mean, it is what it is. You can't always help. I mean, we came out mostly unscathed. As I said, I broke my arm, but I'm all good now. And she like flexes her arm to just like show.
There was a way that this was supposed to go. You all were supposed to come together and go on your journey. Tyrus, you know the journey.
Do I know the journey? This is Tyrus asking. Dominius.
You do. It's one that has been gifted to you. A goal with a very large bounty.
The job from Orion?
Correct. This is the last little push that I am allowed to give. There was a world in which you were supposed to be sitting around a campfire, waiting together. That did not happen.
Well, I mean, even you said yourself that you see possible futures.
There are very few creatures that can intercede in my abilities. What I can tell you is that you cannot wait.
Why the immediacy? What's happening?
Q has just informed you a bit about the planes. If you will, let me indulge you a little bit more information. All planar systems have the same makeup. You have 3 planes attached to each other by various mechanisms. Dragons run in the center. On the left, the face step. On the right, demons reach below the beneath. Running along top are what we refer to as the god planes. The god planes are where your deities reside. Beyond that are the outer planes, even stranger places, where no god rules. That is the structure of the universe. Each universe.
You said left and right.
Correct.
From whose perspective?
A very astute question. From this perspective. And he puts out an illusion that shows what the universe is like.
Oh.
Whoa.
And you see there are little tendrils, like individual points of contact that happen between all of the planes. This is what a healthy universe looks like. However,
Go ahead.
he snaps his fingers and everything twists around like a gigantic knot with a single point in the center of Dragon's Run. This is what your universe looks like.
You.
Yeah, kind of twisted up. Kind of reminds me of my hair on a bad hair day. But this is more serious than a bad hair day.
Quite. If you wait, there will not be time.
Time to do what?
Fix it.
Us?
It
mean, I
must
know
be
we're-
you.
I know we're like special and all, but that's quite the daunting task.
I mean, Shasta's right. How are we supposed to fix multiple planes?
You'll understand when you get there. I've given
Yeah,
you all the
where?
information I can.
Huh. Well,
Alright.
thank you. I mean, I know you
What
got your rules and can't tell us like a whole lot, but I suppose this is, better than nothing. Yeah. It was nice seeing you.
There's one other thing that I can tell you, not related to this. I can talk to you about Akka, because it is not a matter of life and death.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's a relief.
She
How
will be okay.
you hear that, Tyrus?
Yes. Okay, so you're saying we don't have time to wait. I appreciate you. Do you know where she is?
I do.
Where?
I cannot say.
Is that a matter of life or death?
It is not a matter of life or death, but it is her story to tell.
So we'll be seeing her again soon? Or at
Yes.
some point? Oh! And she's gonna be okay.
Okay.
Hey, see, I had faith this entire time.
Sure did.
So if we ride out to fix these planes, I don't know. What are we supposed to expect? How do we prepare for something like this?
Just do what you have always done. This is neither different nor out of the realm of what you are capable of.
Is do what you've always done directed at Tyrus?
No, at all of you.
Q gets a little mad.
Alright, guess we'll fly
do
by
what
the skin
you've
of our
always
teeth
done.
and barely make it out alive.
Mm.
Is that the right term? Skin of your teeth?
However,
Yeah.
before you go, if you have questions relating to things that are not matters of life and death, I will do my best to answer them for you.
What do you mean by do what we've always done? What if we can't do what we do anymore?
You are capable of doing what you've done, just in a different role.
Yeah, believe in yourself, Q.
Okay.
What is your profession?
I am an archivist.
What
I
are your
restore
duties?
artifacts.
Ah,
Yeah.
to restore artifacts, what must you do?
There's a lot of it's not just making it clean or better, but returning it to where the original condition, not the expected condition, that the standard of today.
While you're talking, Q points at the model of the fucked up universe.
Oh, can I have my hand back, please? I would love that to stop happening to me. May I have my hand back, please, Dominius?
What?
My
No, Q. Oh, Q pointed at. Sorry, Dominius
Yeah?
pointed at it.
Oh,
Sorry.
that would have made sense.
Sorry.
Just like grabs your hand.
My
and is
brain
like,
didn't
"Here."
process. No,
I
Dominius
thought
pointed.
Q's body just like was pointing. I thought that was rad.
The residuals.
It actually still would have made sense.
Purge
It
them.
really would have.
But Dominius is the one that pointed at the model of the fucked up universe.
Sure. This looks like a hey. Tangled chain necklaces are kind of hard to detangle.
Are you saying you're not up for a challenge?
I hear you.
I know that I've asked you this before, and I know you cannot divulge information when it comes to matters of life and death, but the nagging question that's definitely on my mind is why us, of all people?
It had to be people that were capable of doing what needed to be done.
And we'll find out what needs to be done when we get there.
Correct.
Okay. And Tyrus will just slam his hands on the desk or on the table. Well, if we don't have time to waste, then what do we need to do to get going?
You've already got your marching orders. You know where to start.
Around what time of day is this? Because I know we said it was like night. Are we like crossing into?
I would say
midnight?
this is pretty late at night.
Okay.
And when you look around, there's actually just Benedict's there, but not Sam. Maybe Sam went to bed.
Could someone remind me who Sam is again?
Sam's the bartender.
The ogre bartender,
And who is Benedict?
the gnome
Oh,
that
right.
trained Yoon,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
and the true owner of the Cozy Turtle.
Yes, the secret owner.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I don't know why I'm whispering.
It's okay.
You don't want to intrude on the scene. Then the information that I received from Orion, I'll break it down to everybody. And then I will, if we're not done with tonight, I will want to call Orion on the sending stone that he gave me in the morning and like get, if I haven't already given him update on what happened with Madame Miriam and everything, of course, debrief him of that. And then if there's any new information about the further job, to be able to get all of that.
Let's call this a flashback, because he would have given you the information about the job at that time. You would be investigating an inn known as the Roadstone. This is about 2-week ride out from Bramblewood, beyond the northern border of the city-state of Queensgate. And good Lord, fireworks. It would be out into the borderlands. There is a direct map given to you, and you can see that this map takes you to an area that is at the edge of a forest the forest sits in the foothills of a large mountain. And when you look at that map and that you've been given, after hearing everything that Dominius told you, for a second, you see the entire map warp and spin around that point of the mountain. And then it's back to normal.
And Tyrus is just trying to wrap his brain around all of this. And I'll ask Dominius, is the reason that Queensgate fell, the murders are happening, is that all tied into this mess that the planes are in?
Yes.
Well, if we are the ones who are capable of fixing it, then I can't speak for everyone, but I am up for the challenge.
How about the rest of you?
Yoon very emphatically says, "Yes, I'm in." I'm sorry, it took me a moment because my cat was scratching something and making a lot of noise.
Kitty.
And Liliana meows. But now, Yoon, since you heard her voice once, you now can understand that she's saying, "Fuck yeah, I'm in."
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about. Well, I guess I know about two of you. But I, for one, am gonna go wherever everyone else goes. So, yeah.
Would Dominius's knowledge include Q's actual first name?
Has Q's actual first name been written anywhere?
Oh, yeah, it's her legal name. She
Then
goes
yeah.
by Q. Okay. Interesting. Ha. So, above table, the name Kadara on Earth has a meaning that relates to capacity, capability. So, in fiction, I consider that Kadara means capable in Orcish. So, she's been staring intently at Dominius from the moment from the moment they were saying, asking what she does for a living, referring to the universe as an object that needs to be restored, essentially, and then saying that you are all capable of fixing the universe. She's just been staring, not daggers, but like she's searching she gets a look on her face, like, when she's searching, but she's not searching Dominius, she's searching herself. And she's just rolling. She's considering, "Oh, actually," I think she wants to know, does he know her name even though she hasn't spoken it? I think that's what she's trying to figure out.
Do you have a question for me, Q?
And I think she goes back to searching herself, and then for the first time, just sort of abandons the line of inquiry and makes a decision without an answer and just goes, "I'm in."
Good. I He looks over to Yoon. Your mentor did not know why he gave you the gift he did. But you received something from him that, if you choose, could give you insight into the challenges you face going forward. Just at the right time.
Okay. Would you be able to tell me what the right time is?
Unfortunately, that is a matter of life and death.
Okay.
And there is one other tool that you all have. Tyrus, you were entrusted with it by Orion. And essentially, the Knights of the Iron Rose have resources for different things. In this case, the resource that was available was a scroll. Now, Orion knew you couldn't cast, but he assumed that you would work with a caster of some kind. It is a scroll of Speak with Dead. And he told you to use it once you arrive to find out the information you can from the innkeeper, who is the agent.
Okay. Well, Dominius, I guess I should thank you for setting us on the path that we are supposed to be on, I guess. But thank you for your help. You've given us insight into things we may have otherwise not known about.
You all would have had your ability to walk without the knowledge I gave you. The only thing I gave you is the ability to walk home. Because without what I would have said, you wouldn't have had a home to return to.
Oh. Well, thank goodness you show up in our lives.
I know the pain. That's why I do what I do.
Well, it is going to be a long ride to the Roadstone. So you guys gather your things, rations, supplies. We'll be gone for multiple weeks, apparently. But we need to be ready to leave tomorrow.
I have a wagon. My stuff's already in it.
I travel light.
Well, there's plenty of room for anything you may want to bring. There's room for there's plenty of room for all of us.
Great. I've just got a bunch of blankets to grab.
For the cat.
Yep.
And okay.
She's
I
very
was gonna ask for
particular.
more, but just kind of but yeah, I'm sure, and looks dead in the eye of that. Like she started to make eye contact with this cat, like a person that talks, because she did that at one point. Particular about your blankets?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Yoon, you know, she said, "You bet your ass I am."
kitty, plushy kitty. Yuppie.
I
Yep.
think Q's response is too sarcastic to the point that Yoon might not actually know that Q doesn't hear what Liliana, was that her name? is saying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Awesome.
There's space for you too.
Thank you.
All right. So we'll meet back here in the morning.
Sure. Where are you planning to sleep?
Wherever because we've all been staying in Bramblewood. So
Yeah.
wherever we've
Yeah.
been sleeping.
I think Q's sleeping in the wagon. If it's like a covered wagon kind of dealy. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
moving tent, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess if we're at a tavern, it's like an inn. I guess you should get a room for yourself in that tavern. But if you don't feel like getting a room, or I mean, we can make arrangements. If I have a room here, I can get rooms here for everybody if you like. Don't feel free to put your things in the wagon. I'll show you which one is mine.
About
Shows
table,
off.
has Dominius already left or is he still here?
I think he left after just with well, you have much to get done. I bid you adieu.
Bye, Dominius. Hopefully we can see you again soon. And you take care of yourself, all right?
I shall do my best.
Good night.
Does Dominius sleep? Above table.
Oh, above table.
Above
Q
table?
would put her head on the table and close her eyes if you asked that question in character. She's so done.
Does Dominius sleep? Does he go honk shoe?
I feel like Dominius is more of a me.
What?
What?
He's a sort of a snort me.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That or he's like that one. Oh,
Clearly, it's late at night and we are all delirious, so we all need to go to sleep.
In and out of character.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you mean 6 for the week?
And Shasta just passes out.
No.
All right. So if you leave in mid-morning, you would have time to gather all the things that you need at the markets. You would be given an amount to use for expenses. The only things that would not be included would be potions. Outside of you each get 2 healing potions. Including 2 for Akka. You would get 2 healing potions.
Oh, okay.
I'll hold on to Akka's.
So I have
And-
4 now, I think.
Sounds about right.
Wow.
And Shasta, since you're going on a long trek, Tara is going to show her softer side and double your poisons. So you would have 10.
Yippee. I have 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I should write that down. 10 poisons. Yippee.
In French, that's 10 fish. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I mean, I got a snack too. Like,
Yeah.
Shasta's a big girl.
10 poisons.
Okay. Is there anything else that people would want to get, or shall we move to the roadstone?
Just real quick, do I have 10 poisons in total, or were
10
there
in
others?
total.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing Tyrus will do before leaving is drop a letter off to the courier.
Okay. All right. Then off you go. And it's a couple of weeks before you find yourselves rolling up to the roadstone. And I'll read the smallest bit of block text. It's been days since you saw a sign of civilization, but there's a small inn at a crossroads ahead of you. Part of the roof has caved in, but there are many lanterns lit within the building. Inside, there is no one, but the lanterns still burn.
Oh. Were you about to say something, Spider?
No.
Oh no, Spider.
And I just want to sort of walk in and just kind of look around. Because I remember one of the things that Orion told me was that it was the innkeeper that was killed. But
and they know he was killed because they weren't able to sense him, like from long distance magic. No one has been here.
Okay. And in walking in, do I see a body?
Not outright, but go ahead and do investigation.
Okay. Please, I've been rolling like crap all night. That is a lot better. That is a dirty 20.
Woo!
Okay. So you see a couple of things. There is, first of all, the body is behind the bar. There is a splash of bluish ooze that is on the bar itself. And you see a pattern of tracks that all are in this bluish ooze, coming in from the back doorway through the kitchen and then stopping at that puddle, which extends beyond the bar and out to the side as if it was like something was climbing up the stairs, but then stopped halfway up.
And so that's like in halfway up the stairs, that's where like the tracks stop.
Tracks stop, and there's a larger like puddle of ooze up there.
Okay. And if you all haven't come in, I will call you all in to show you what I'm seeing.
Q will immediately try to tentatively examine the ooze, not really touching or interacting with it if she can.
Yeah. The only thing that you see, I mean, it looks kind of in between a solid and a liquid almost. Like it retains its form, but it, has other liquid properties. And
A
the only
non-Gnomtonian fluid. I need to go to sleep.
the biggest thing that you notice is, especially getting close to it, but not like going up directly to it, is there's a faint acidic smell in the air.
Acidic.
Can I do some
Does
kind
it
of roll to see if I can like sense if we're like actually alone in this building?
Sure.
Ooh.
Go ahead, and anyone can actually roll perception.
All right.
Ooh. Is this seeing and hearing?
Yes.
I have advantage. Yeah.
I mean, I guess I'll still roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 13 plus whatever perception is.
Wisdom.
I got a 16, 15 plus 1 on perception.
Okay.
Hell yeah, I got 13 plus 3, 16 as well.
Whoa, we're the 16 gang. There's only 2 members.
Iris, Yoon, are you going to take a look around?
Yeah, I'll roll just for the hell of it. I have nothing in perception, but I'll see.
I mean, yeah, it's a little hard to see everything when you're so short.
That is very true.
Wow.
But I also rolled a 19. So I see a little bit.
You can
see
I
the
get
floor so
I get
good.
the low angles. Josh, you get the high angles, so we cover the whole building.
I see. I must have
Mhm.
lifted you up.
I gotta look at the top of the fridge.
Okay. And Yoon?
I think Yuna's gonna focus on the ooze. Like, if
Okay.
he's got time with it, he'll do a little ritual identify on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Really quickly, there's nothing that you can see as far as threats in the area. And doing an identify, you can see that it would be conjuration and necromancy that would be involved in the ooze. And above table, necromancy. For those of you who have never experienced one of my games, it is the magic of life. In older editions, the Cure Wounds was a necromancy spell. And I like that version, so that's what I stick with.
Wait, what is a necromancy spell?
Cure Wounds.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yoon would relay the conjuration and necromancy from the ooze to everyone.
Okay, so something weird's going on here.
Can I check the body to see if there's anything still on, like on their person?
The going off of the 20 that you had earlier, this is a dwarf known as Xavier, and I'm actually going to put into our chat what he looks like. See, he has a big scar, old scar across his face. Large frame, well kept and well manicured beard, bald, and now dead.
Yoon, I know this may seem like a strange request, but you know some spells, right?
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about magic.
Mm-hmm.
I have a scroll. Speak with the dead. Would you be able to cast this on the innkeeper?
I think I can. I'll give it a shot. Before we do that, what do you want to ask? Because when we talk, there's a lot of pressure, and there's only a certain amount of questions you can ask.
5.
Okay. Well, one thing we definitely want to know is who killed him, if he can tell us that. Does he know what this ooze or this substance on the floor is? What happened that led to his death? Is there anyone else in danger of the same thing happening to them? And I guess I'll reserve the 5th question for a follow-up on any of those answers.
Sounds great.
Okay. So you use the scroll?
Yeah.
All right. The body goes up and hovers up into the air and sits on one of the bar stools leaning back. And other than the green energy flowing around him, looks alive. Oi. What'd you wake me up for?
I have some questions.
All right.
Can you tell us who killed you?
It's a big fucking bear.
Okay. Do you know what these puddles and tracks are of this? Do you know what this substance is that's on the floor?
Yeah. It's a big fucking bear. He's blue. Big blue bear.
Okay.
Oozy. Like magic shit.
Okay. What happened in the time leading up to your death?
Sky went all crackling for a few days. Everything was green. Almost like a green fog. I imagine it's got something to do with Mage at the mountain. Gaia Gray. Fucking crazy witch.
Do you have any reason to believe that what happened to you could happen to, or there are people in danger of having happened to them what happened to you?
He points over at the puddle that's halfway up the stairs. Bear's right there. Fucking dead. It's all right.
What can you tell us about Gaia Gray?
They keep to themselves. Kinda dangerous lot. Most of the time, not a problem. But, probably last month or so, I guess before I died. Ain't that a bitch? There were experiments. Different shite happening. I didn't think anything of it until a bear came in here. What the fuck?
And that was my fifth question.
You notice he's still animated. Oh. Why am I still here? Oh. Oh. Huh.
Do you know something?
No. Oh. It's like he's got a huge headache. And you see him stumble around the bar, reach under the bar, and grab 1, 2 daggers. Well, I guess you gotta die. And he lunges to attack you. And that is where we are going to stop off for this episode of Fantastic Realms.
Woo! Sorry, I didn't mean to come out like that. Woo! Block. Woo!
Thank you to everyone for joining us. Thank you to Nerds with Dice for having us. And before we go around, let me pull up the thing because I always forget to pull up the thing. There it is. Okay. We'll go around in reverse overlay order and have y'all tell us where to find you, what you got coming up in the next couple of weeks, and that'll be it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. Starting with Chanel.
I just opened Notion calendar to see what I do. I do this. So come back here. Also here with you here.